Have you ever, like, completely frozen up when someone says hello to you in English?
Oh, absolutely. It's a very common feeling.
Right. I mean, imagine the situation. You're standing in a room, a stranger walks up to you, they smile, they say hello.
And suddenly your mind just goes completely blank.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You do not know what to say next. Your heart beats fast. You want to make a friend, but the words, they just hide inside your head.
Yeah, many people feel nervous when they use a new language, but making a new friend is one of the best parts of life.
It really is. Everyone needs friends.
Right. So knowing how to meet someone new in English is a very powerful skill.
Well, today, we are going to fix that freezing problem. Welcome to our deep dive. We are giving you a simple, step-by-step blueprint today.
A blueprint to help you out. We are using a simple source text today. It shows exactly how two people meet for the very first time.
And because we want you to succeed, we are changing our style today.
Yeah, usually we speak quite quickly.
We do. We usually talk about complex ideas. But today is a beginner-friendly English learning session. We want you to feel completely comfortable.
So we are going to speak slowly.
We are going to speak clearly. We will use short sentences,
Mm-hmm.
and we will leave natural pauses between our thoughts.
This gives you time to really hear the English words.
Right. It gives you time to process the meaning.
It is all about building confidence, you know? Learning a new language takes time. You do not need to understand every single word right away.
Just listen to the flow of the conversation.
Exactly. We are going to explain the key phrases to you step by step using simple English.
Let us set the scene. Our source material has a basic English conversation. Two people are meeting.
We also have a list of important vocabulary words.
We do. And at the end, we have some simple questions to test our memory. But before we look at the individual words, we need to hear the whole story.
We need to understand the context.
Yes, the context. Context just means the big picture. We need to hear how these two people talk to each other.
Hearing the full conversation first is very helpful. It prepares your brain.
It really does. You hear the rhythm of the words before you study the rules.
Okay, so we will slowly act out the dialogue.
I will play person A. His name is Alex. You will play person B. Her name is Sarah.
Perfect. We will read the conversation exactly as it is in our text. We will use clear pronunciation.
So imagine you are standing in a coffee shop. You're listening to these two people meet. Listen carefully to our voices.
Ready?
Ready? Hi, my name is Alex. What's your name?
Hello, Alex. My name is Sarah. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too. Where are you from?
I'm from Morocco. What about you?
I'm from Spain.
Oh, that's nice.
What do you do?
I'm a student. And you?
I work in an office.
That's great.
Do you like coffee?
Yes, I do.
Let's go get a coffee together.
Well, that sounds good.
And well, that is the whole conversation.
It is simple, but it is very effective.
It is. I like to think about this conversation like opening a door to a house.
Opening a door. That is an interesting idea. But how exactly is meeting a stranger like opening a door?
Well, imagine you are standing outside a house. The house belongs to a new person. You cannot just walk inside.
No, that is rude.
Very rude. First, you knock on the door. You say hello. That is the greeting.
Ah, I see.
Then, the door opens. You slowly step inside the hallway by sharing basic details.
Like sharing your name.
Exactly. You share your name. You share your home country. You share what your daily job is. You are entering a new friendship step by step.
I agree with that. It really is a step-by-step process. But I would add something important.
What is that?
If you just walk into their house and only talk about yourself, it is awkward. The other person feels left out.
Oh, totally.
You have to invite them to speak, too. You have to ask them questions. That is why this conversation works so well. Both people take turns.
They do. And you can see that the conversation has 3 clear steps.
Yes, the greeting, sharing basic facts, and then making a plan.
That structure is the foundation of all real conversations.
Mm-hmm.
So let's look closely at that first step, the knock on the door.
The greeting.
Right. After they say their names, Sarah says, "Nice to meet you." This is a very important phrase in English.
It truly is. Nice to meet you is a polite way to greet someone new.
It sets the tone.
It does. Imagine if Sarah only said, "My name is Sarah," and then she stopped talking.
That would be strange.
The conversation would feel cold. It would feel like a robot. Saying nice to meet you tells the other person that you are happy.
You're happy to stand there and talk with them.
Yes. It builds a warm feeling.
It completely changes the mood of the moment. I want you to practice this warm greeting.
It is good to practice out loud.
I am going to say the expression slowly. I will repeat it once. Please listen. and try to say it out loud wherever you are. Nice to meet you.
It is a perfect phrase.
It is. So after the warm greeting, they move to the next question. Alex asks, "Where are you from?"
We need to look at the word from. The word from simply means the place where you started.
Right, like your origin.
Exactly. It means your home country or your home city.
In our story, we learn the facts about their homes. Alex is from Spain. Sarah's from Morocco.
Those are their home countries.
But, I sometimes wonder about this question. Why is, "Where are you from?" always the first question people ask?
It is very common.
Why is it so important when meeting someone new?
Well, think about the door analogy again. You are stepping into the hallway. Asking about someone's home country is a simple way to show interest.
It shows you care.
Right. When you ask this, you show that you care about their life before today. You care about their history.
And it gives you an easy topic to talk about, doesn't it?
Yes, exactly. Maybe you know something about Morocco. Maybe you know something about Spain. It gives the conversation a place to go.
That makes a lot of sense. It opens up new paths for talking.
Exactly. Just like Alex and Sarah did.
So we have knocked on the door. We have stepped into the hallway and shared our home countries. Now there is a natural next step.
We move deeper into the house.
Yes, we start talking about our daily lives.
The past is important, but the present is also important. People want to know how you spend your time every day.
Which moves the friendship forward. Alex asks another simple question. He asks, "What do you do?"
Now, this does not mean what are you doing right now?
Good point. This question means, what is your job? What is your daily work?
And from the text, we know the facts. Sarah says she's a student. Alex says he works in an office.
Let us break down those two vocabulary words. First, we have the word student.
A student is a person who spends their time learning.
They do not usually have a full-time job.
Right. They go to a school or they go to a university. They read books, listen to teachers, and study for tests.
I am going to say the word slowly. I will repeat it once. Listen closely. Student.
Now let us look at Alex. He says he works in an office.
An office.
An office is a place designed for work. It is usually a room inside a large building.
People sit at desks.
Yes, they sit at desks, they use computers, they have meetings. It is a very common place for adults to spend their day.
I am going to say the word slowly. I will repeat it once. Office.
And if you have this kind of job, you can use the whole sentence Alex uses.
Yes, it is a very useful sentence.
Right.
I will repeat the short phrase once for you to practice. I work in an office.
Very natural.
But I want to pause here for a second. I noticed something very interesting in the source text.
Oh, what did you notice?
It is a pattern in the way Sarah talks. I want to try and understand it. When Alex says he works in an office, Sarah replies, "That's great."
Right, she does.
And earlier in the conversation, when Alex says he's from Spain, Sarah says, "Oh, that's nice." Why does she do this?
It is a good question.
Why not just ask the next question immediately?
That is a brilliant observation. What you're noticing is a tool native speakers use all the time. It is called active listening.
Active listening.
Yes. Sarah is using short, positive phrases. Phrases like, "that's great," and "that's nice."
But do those phrases really mean anything? They seem like, filler words.
They do not carry a lot of factual meaning, but they carry emotional meaning.
Oh, I see.
Imagine if Alex says, "I'm from Spain," and Sarah just stares at him in silence for 3 seconds.
That would be terrible.
Then she asks, "What do you do?" It feels more like a police interview.
It really does.
It does not feel like a friendly chat.
The silence would feel very cold.
Exactly. These short phrases keep the conversation warm. They tell the speaker, "I hear you, I understand you, and I am paying attention."
That is so important.
It is a polite way to show kindness in English without interrupting the other person's story.
Kindness is definitely the key to making a new friend.
It keeps the conversation friendly.
So we have shared our names, we have shared our homes, we have shared our daily work. We are deep inside the house now.
We are. But sharing facts is not enough to truly build a friendship.
No, it is not. To make a real friend, you have to do something together. We see this happen at the very end of our source dialogue.
Moving from talking to doing, it is a big transition.
Let us review the facts from the ending. Alex asks one more question. He asks, "Do you like coffee?"
And Sarah answers with a lot of positive energy. She says, "Yes, I do."
Then Alex makes a plan. He says, "Let's go get a coffee together."
This brings us to a very important vocabulary word. The word is together.
Together.
Our simple definition tells us that together means with another person.
It means you're not alone.
Right. 2 or more people are doing the exact same activity at the exact same time.
Going for coffee alone is just a break.
Exactly. But going for coffee together is a social event.
It changes the whole activity. I'm going to say the word slowly. I will repeat it once. Together.
It is a wonderful word.
No, I will repeat Alex's full invitation once. This is how you ask someone to join you. Let's go get a coffee together.
It is a brave step. Inviting someone to do an activity together is how a conversation turns into a relationship.
It really is. And I want to share another analogy here. I was thinking about how they arrived at this invitation.
Okay, another analogy. Let's hear it.
I think having a good conversation is like playing a game of catch with a ball.
Playing catch. Okay, picture 2 people standing in a park. How is talking like throwing a ball?
Imagine Alex and Sarah are holding a ball. Okay. Alex throws the ball. He throws the ball by asking a question.
Right.
For example, he asks, "What do you do?" Now the ball is flying through the air. Sarah catches the ball.
Oh, she catches it.
She catches it by answering his question. She says, "I am a student."
Right. She caught the ball, but she cannot just hold it.
Exactly. If she just holds the ball, the game stops. The conversation stops.
Because you are just standing there looking at each other.
Right. She must throw the ball back to Alex.
Yeah.
So after she says she's a student, she immediately says, "And you?" Or "What about you?"
Ah, I see.
By asking him a question, she throws the ball back. This keeps the game moving smoothly.
That makes perfect sense. If you do not throw the ball back, the other person gets bored or confused.
They do.
Sarah does a great job keeping the game going, and I want to highlight Sarah's final catch in the text.
Oh, the very last part.
Yes. Alex throws a big idea. He invites her for coffee. Sarah catches it perfectly. She says, "That sounds good."
That sounds good. It is such a simple phrase.
It is simple, but it is the perfect response. It is a
Right.
polite, clear, and very positive way to say yes to a new friend's invitation.
It is very positive.
She does not just say a short yes. She says it sounds good, which shows she is excited to play the game of friendship.
I love that. It shows genuine enthusiasm. Well, we have broken down all the words. We have explored the whole story.
We understand how the door opens and how the game of catch works.
We do. Now, we must check our understanding. We are going to test our memory of the English we just learned.
Checking your understanding is a vital part of learning.
It really is.
When you try to remember a fact, your brain builds stronger connections. We are going to use the 4 simple questions from the final part of our source material.
You want to make this a shared challenge. We will turn directly to you, the listener. Let us see how much we all remember from Sarah and Alex's chat.
I am ready.
I will ask the question slowly. I will leave quiet time. During that quiet time, I want you to shout the answer out loud or say it clearly in your head.
Then I will reveal the correct answer.
Are you ready? Let us begin.
Go ahead.
Question 1. Think back to the start. What is person B's name? Take a second to answer.
The answer is Sarah. Person B's name is Sarah.
Question 2. Think about the countries. Where is Sarah from? Think about it.
The answer is Morocco. Sarah's from Morocco.
Question 3. Think about their daily lives. What does person A, Alex, do? Do you remember?
The answer is he works in an office. Alex works in an office.
And question 4. Think about the final plan. Do they go for coffee together?
The answer is yes, they do. They make a plan to go for coffee together.
Our source text has a great phrase for this moment. Great job listening.
Yes, great job.
You just followed a full English conversation.
Good.
You understood the details, and you answered the questions perfectly. That is a massive step forward in your language learning journey.
It really is. You should feel very confident about your progress today. You took a stranger's conversation and made sense of it.
Now it is time to bring everything together. Let us summarize what we explored today in this deep dive.
We covered a lot of ground.
We really did. Today, we learned a blueprint for meeting someone. We learned how to step inside the door by saying hello politely with, "Nice to meet you."
A very warm greeting.
We learned how to ask about a person's history by asking, "Where are you from?" We learned how to keep the game of catch going by talking about being a student or working in an office.
Throwing the ball back.
Exactly. And finally, we learned how to build a real friendship by inviting someone for coffee together.
That is a complete set of tools. Now we have a closing instruction for you. This comes straight from our source material.
What is the instruction?
We want to encourage you to practice. When this deep dive is over, try to repeat the sentences we talked about today. Practice speaking them out loud.
Out loud is the best way.
Practice in your car. Practice in your kitchen. Speaking out loud is the absolute best way to feel comfortable with new English words.
The more you speak, the easier it becomes. The fear of freezing up will slowly disappear.
It absolutely will.
We are so happy you joined us for this beginner-friendly lesson today. We hope you feel more confident. Following the tradition of our source text, we want to say goodbye properly. See you in the next lesson.
But before you go, we want to leave you with one final thought, something to think about on your own.
A final thought.
We talked a lot about opening doors and playing catch today. Think about your own life. Think about every big, long-lasting friendship you currently have.
Think about your best friend.
That friendship did not start big. It started small. It started with just a few simple, easy words between strangers.
That is so true.
The simple English words we learned today have incredible power. They are the seeds of something beautiful. So think about your plans for tomorrow. Who will you say nice to meet you to next?